Hey guys, welcome back to Crypto Clan. Today we'll be talking about a number of stories associated with Algorand, and we'll be breaking down a video released by Bitboy where he gave predictions surrounding ALGO, especially over the next bull run. So a few days ago on the official Bitboy YouTube channel, AJ made an appearance and he gave a full breakdown surrounding Algorand, including the partnerships Algorand is aligned with, and at the end of the video he gave his price prediction surrounding ALGO for the next bull run, which is expected to occur around November 2025. So the following clip features AJ from the Bitboy YouTube channel giving his price prediction for ALGO.
We estimate that there will be roughly 8.5 billion coins in the circulating supply by the time we get to November 2025, which is projected to be the top of the next bull run. So if we take Algorand's market cap from November of 2021, when it was at all-time high, it was a little over $13 billion. If we use that as the numerator and then put that with the heightened supply of 8.5 billion coins, that would spit us out at about $1.54 per Algorand. And that pretty much lines up with the Twitter poll that I took, because at least 75% of the voters think Algorand is getting to at least $1.50. And if Algorand did go to $1.54 from its current price point, that is still a 13x. But personally, I think it's going to do better than that. With the heightened supply in mind, if Algorand went to a $20 billion market cap, it would come out at about $2.35 per Algorand. And if the market cap really caught on fire and went to $50 billion, Algorand would be worth about $5.85. So for the top of the next bull run, my Algorand price prediction is somewhere between $2.35 and $5.85. I've given a lot of price predictions, and I understand that this one is somewhat of a larger range between the price points, but there's a reason for that. First of all, there's the regulation we don't know about. We don't know what is going to happen in the future and what that looks like moving forward. There is always that to deal with anytime looking at price predictions. And I do have faith that Algorand will reclaim that market cap and pick up with the numbers as the excitement of the bull run picks back up. Right now, things are still pretty sad for not just Algorand, but all of altcoins. We're still basically in an altcoin bear market, and until the excitement turns around, a lot of people, they might not see the light at the end of the road. But it's important that you have faith and you have conviction with the coins that you pick, and I think that Algorand is a winner.
So as detailed by AJ, he sees huge potential in ALGO, especially over the long run. So it makes no surprise that he sees significant advantages and a huge price cap Algorand could have, especially if we look at the innate qualities and features associated with Algorand, where Algorand is composed and is equipped with a number of features which makes it a standout project and makes it highly attractive for a number of investors and developers around the world, where Algorand offers a proof-of-stake consensus mechanism and is also one of the fastest networks on the marketplace, where it can process over 10,000 transactions per second, and settlement finality rates can be achieved in a mere seconds, and this is all done so at cost-effective levels, where a transaction fee associated with the utility of the overarching Algorand network amounts to 0.001 ALGO. So all of these key characteristics and attractive features has led to Algorand being aligned with a number of developments and it being used by a number of mainstream organizations. So one example of the active utility of Algorand includes the Bank of America's report, which mentioned airline tickets actively using the Algorand network to mint their tickets. So the article actually went into detail surrounding how Flybondi, which is a Argentinian budget airline, is actively using the Algorand network to mint airline tickets, which will be featured as an NFT for specific airline users. So the main reason as to why this organization may have aligned their use cases around Algorand is due to the innate qualities and benefits the Algorand network provides, especially in terms of the Algorand network providing high degrees of immutability. So there's a lower risk of the airline ticket being forged, and there's a lower risk of the ticket being stolen. And this is all encompassed with the scalability offered by the overarching network, where the Algorand network, due to its DLT nature, isn't limited in its ability to store and access datasets, in this case airline tickets. So this is one example of a real-world use case surrounding the Algorand network, and a relatively new use case. And with the likes of Flybondi actively using the benefits and the intrinsic features surrounding the Algorand network, it could lead to more airlines and other larger organizations actively utilizing the benefits Algorand provides. Again, in this case, in instances surrounding the minting of airline tickets or the utility of Algorand for other use cases, especially surrounding ways of improving an individual company's scalability, security, immutability, and throughput. So all of these key features collectively makes Algorand a highly attractive proposition for a number of organizations around the world and even mainstream organizations. So this diagram here just summarizes how Algorand is at the center of airline minting by the mentioned airline. So extremely exciting for Algorand, and it goes to show how versatile the Algorand network is in regards to the number of organizations and industries which are actively using the Algorand network for their own use cases. So another exciting potential development involving Algorand includes how Algorand is being set to be implemented and incorporated into the Nigerian marketplace and economy, where recently an article was published where a Nigerian organization is set to implement and incorporate the Algorand network into the overarching marketplace, where the financial organization Coinbanks and Algorand are set to partner with the developing African group to launch a nationwide wallet that will be able to upload any form of IP rights and trade, sell or exchange them abroad while collecting royalties. So with the potential for the active utility of the Algorand network in instances surrounding a virtual wallet for a number of individuals across the African marketplace, this could be quite significant and quite sizable, as the potential for a multitude and significant number of individuals actively utilizing the benefits provided by the Algorand network could see increases in the demand for ALGO, where in this example ALGO will be used as a means of validating transactions which are actively allowed and verified on the overarching Algorand network, where in this example, if the mentioned organization and the likes of larger nations across the African continent, including Nigeria, actively implement Algorand into their frameworks, this could see potential millions, if not hundreds of millions of individuals within a given economy actively taking on the benefits provided by Algorand to, in this example, verify transactions and the utility of the Algorand network for specific ID infrastructure. So extremely exciting, and it's not set in stone as of yet, but the project could be quite significant, especially in regards to the real world utility surrounding Algorand and also the potential utility of the ALGO cryptocurrency, as ALGO will again be at the center of verifying transactions which emerge on the ID infrastructure, and as a result the price of ALGO may see synonymous increases, especially over the long run. So Algorand is also at the center of developments within El Salvador, where the same company in Kobe Banks, which is also set to be at the center of developments within the African continent, is working alongside Algorand in development surrounding a digital wallet across the El Salvadorian marketplace, where, as we all know, a few years ago El Salvador made Bitcoin legal tender. However, the underlying digital wallet which necessitates Bitcoin transactions are built on the Algorand network. So Algorand is already being used for a nationwide economy in instances surrounding digital ID and verification of transactions. So extremely exciting already. So a number of extremely exciting developments involving Algorand already. However, if more organizations choose to implement the benefits Algorand provides, this will be even more significant. And the prize points put forward by AJ in the initial clip could become a reality, especially over the next bull run, as early as the next bull run, but time will tell, and hopefully a lot of these use cases become a reality and the broad scale utility of Algorand becomes more commonplace. So as well as the number of exciting initiatives and developments surrounding Algorand, there's been relatively new movements surrounding the price of Algorand and the buying and accumulation of Algorand, where recently, over the last few days, a whale has accumulated high volumes of the ALGO cryptocurrency. So this may indicate that something's brewing within the Algorand network and sphere, so we have to keep an eye on what goes on potentially over the next few weeks or even days. But all around, especially if you look into the long run. A lot of exciting initiatives and developments Algorand is at the center of, and only time will tell how effective and how significant all these partnerships could have for the overarching Algorand network, and what this will mean for Algo token holders, especially over the long run. What are your thoughts on Algorand? Are you bullish on Algorand for the long run? Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching Crypto Clan. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.